Hi, so as usual, I've had to try to film this over and over and over again. So let's try again. Today I'm going to talk about my new psychiatrist and my new meds that I'm super excited about. I've mentioned before that I have seen many psychiatrists and even a general practitioner with zero luck. They keep wanting to put me on medications that are bad for me or medications that make me suicidal. And I'd all but given up hope. I had to take a break, and I was ready to get back at it again. And this new psychiatrist, I have a feeling that he is going to change my life. That extreme. First of all, he listened to me in a way that other psychiatrists have never listened to me. He respected my ideas and my thoughts about the different medications. He said, I can tell that you're well educated, you've done your history, you didn't just walk off the street and start naming off things, you know what you're talking about. And so as much as I want you to trust me, I'm going to give you that trust back. He put me on Ambien for sleep, which has been wonderful. For the first time in years, I actually go to sleep at a decent time and wake up feeling like I've slept, not being exhausted. And I almost forgot what that was like, to just wake up and not feel like I was exhausted. I know you're thinking, well, it's almost midnight and you're still awake, and I have a story for that I'll explain in a few minutes. But then he also put me back on my Klonopin for my anxiety, which is wonderful. I've been on Klonopin for my anxiety before. It was prescribed to me from a doctor at a hospital. But then when I went back to my regular psychiatrist, she was like, no, you don't need to be on this. This is something for pill pushers, and we don't need some other young person on the street selling medication. And I pretty much got the same attitude from every other doctor I had seen after that, even though Klonopin changed my life. I quit smoking when I was on Klonopin. I didn't even have to try to. I just smoked less and less, and then one day I realized, hey, I've been days without a cigarette. So I'm definitely going to try to quit smoking again in a few weeks once I'm on everything for a little bit. The third medication he put me on was Geodon. I think I pronounced that right. Geodon. And that's an antipsychotic. It's for my mood swings and for the occasional psychosis problems that I have. With that medication, it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks to really see a difference, tell if it's working. With Ambien, sleeping right away. With Klonopin, my anxiety level has crashed right away, which is just wonderful. I'm dealing with things, I have dealt with things for the past 2 days that I normally would not be able to deal with the way that I am right now. So already, immediately, there's a change in my life. And even if the mood stabilizer turns out not to be that helpful in the end, just being on these medications is going to improve, has already improved my life by like 80%, and that's just since Tuesday. So if it does happen that the mood stabilizer helps as well, I really see my life being so much more enjoyable around the corner. Unfortunately, there's no medication for borderline personality disorder. I'm always going to have my personality swings, but at least with everything else under control, I can pull out the coping skills that I have for the personality disorder and use them more efficiently. There are things going on in my life and changes that I feel like maybe need to happen, but I know I'm not in the state of mind to make those things happen. So here in a few months, once I'm more stable, I will have a grasp on what's me, what's my illness, and what I need to do to make myself happier and people around me happier, and I really look forward to that. So if you're out there and you've been on this great medication roller coaster and they keep promising you that someday you'll reach that magic med combination, don't give up yet, because 2 years later I was really getting close to giving up. I was ready for electric shock therapy, and I'm so glad that I finally found this doctor. And if I didn't mention it before, if you want to know who this doctor is, send me a message or a comment or whatever, because I don't remember how to pronounce his name. He is foreign. His English is not wonderful, but it's not awful. It's easy to understand him. Now, I did have to wait in the lobby for like an hour, but it was well worth the wait. I was so happy that I cried. I was sitting in his office crying tears of joy by the end of the session. And he made me feel good because he didn't just care about the medications that were good for my brain, but for the rest of my body. Like, he says, I'm going to put you on this specific medication because not only is it good for your mood swings, but it won't make you gain weight, and I know you have a concern with that. And then with the anti-anxiety medication, he said, this medication is also going to help clear up your acne, and I know that's a concern for you. He said, whatever concerns you concerns me, and I want to make your life better. He said, I want to make you feel as beautiful as you are to complete your mental wellness. And that just thrilled me. And I've never been so pleased with a doctor other than my therapist. My shrink, Dr. K, is just like Superman of shrinks. It seems like I found a psychiatrist who is just as wonderful. So yeah, don't give up hope yet. There's still help out there, and here in a few weeks I'll give you guys some feedback on how things are progressing in a few weeks, see if the mood stabilizers are helping, make sure the Ambien's still helping, and I know the Klonopin's still going to be helping, but I'll let everybody know how things are going then. And that's really all I wanted to rave about tonight because I'm so excited. Oh, did I tell you the story of why I'm awake? So, you're not supposed to take Klonopin on an empty stomach, but for the past several months I stopped eating breakfast, so I kind of took it without breakfast this morning, and I passed out and I slept all day long. So, I'm going to have to fix that sleeping routine somehow. Even if I don't have sleep tonight, I can take my Ambien tomorrow and jump back on schedule, and it should be okay. But at least I'll be in a good mood while I'm awake all night. So if anybody wants to message me or comment or something, then I should be free to get back to you sometime tonight, because I don't think I'm sleeping anytime soon. But that's my good news, and hopefully everyone in my life is as excited as I am, because my life getting easier is going to make your life easier. No more, dreading answering my phone calls because I'm hysterically crying and shaking and about to have a panic attack. No more trips to the hospital because my blood pressure's through the roof. Life's about to get better, and I'm excited. I'm excited for me, I'm excited for the people in my life, and I'm excited to all of my viewers out there so that I could be in a stable enough place to help you guys out more. So until next time, take your meds. I know I will be.